It's a beautiful day here at Maker Farm. The light is soft, the air feels so fresh, and the quiet has a way of settling into my body. This season of life is different, slower, softer, more intentional. It's a gentle life. So 1 week ago, as you may know or may not know, I had surgery. And unfortunately, I got the news that no one wants to hear. Healing hasn't looked the way I expected it to before I went into this. Not at all, in fact. But there is one particular thing that is reshaping how I see things. And I promise to share it with you before I go today. It's actually something I did 22 years ago when I was trying to heal from years of infertility and 7 miscarriages. And I swear it worked for me back then too, because I now have my beautiful daughter, Alexa, who is 21 now and studying computer science at the University of Michigan nearby. What healing looks like for me right now isn't about dramatic changes or milestones. It's about noticing the smallest things and letting them remind me that I am still here, still improving every day, still learning how to be kind to myself. Healing has meant learning to slow down most of all. For so long, I measured life by how much I could do, how many things I could finish, how busy I could stay. But now my body reminds me daily that it needs care, not busy work. So I walk slowly around the farm, one step at a time. Walking is important for healing. I know, I was told to walk, but I also feel compelled to go outside and do it too. I pause to look at the sky or to watch the butterflies and the bees landing on the flowers. They're just everywhere, all over the farm. I sit when I need to, and I let myself rest without guilt. Very important. At first, I thought slowing down would feel like giving up or falling behind, but something surprising happens when I let myself move at this gentler pace. I realized slowing down simply means I'm finally moving at the pace of life itself. Let that sink in, right? The pace of life itself. And that feels like a kind of freedom. There is comfort in the little rituals that fill my days. Boiling water for a cup of tea. Turning the pages of a well-loved book. Lighting a candle in the evening just to enjoy its quiet glow. I also like the way they smell. Sometimes I prepare meals not as a chore, but as an act of care for my future self. I will explain that. So I've been putting simple, wholesome ingredients into the freezer so we can pressure cook them easily later on. And I did like a batch before my surgery, and I just did another batch. So it's like all the meals for a week, and I can do it in like an hour. And it's working really, really well because it means no standing to prep and cook. And Greg will do the pressure cooking later on. I just got to put it all into the bags, and he just cooks it and brings it to me, which is wonderful. Other times I pick up a craft project, not with pressure to finish, but with the joy and the feel of it, or the simple rhythm of making. I love to make things. I am making a sign for our front porch right now with a reminder of what is most important to us. I also spend a lot of time with our animals. They are particularly attentive these days, especially my dog Hunter, who does not like to leave my side. And now that it's early autumn here in Michigan, I've been looking for wildflower seeds on my walks to harvest, gathering them so I can plant more of them, because I love wildflowers. Native flowers, right? And so I can share them with others too. These small, ordinary acts have become anchors for me. They remind me that caring for myself doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as nourishing my body with healthy food, or making a space feel warm and welcoming, or sleeping, taking a nap. I love naps. Of all the things that help me heal, nature is the greatest teacher. Just stepping outside into all of this beauty feels like medicine. There's something about the way the sunlight shifts across the fields, or how the wind rustles through the trees. The birds sing whether I notice them or not, and the wildflowers and weeds push their way up through the soil in their own time. Nature doesn't rush, it doesn't force. It grows quietly, steadily, with patience. And in watching all of this unfold, I'm reminded that healing takes the same kind of time. Growth often begins beneath the surface, long before we can see it. I like to walk around the farm, not to weed or plant or plan. I do those things too, but these days, to simply be present and to notice. To notice the color of the leaves, or the way dew gathers on a flower. This sunflower right here has these tiny little dewdrops in it. It's so beautiful. It's truly so beautiful. These moments fill me with gratitude. They remind me that even in stillness, life is unfolding all around me. And there's one place on the farm where I feel this the most strongly. Can you guess where it might be? Big hint. For much of my life, I carried the weight of constant pressure to do more, create more, be more. You know what I mean? But this season has shown me something different. Slowing down is good. Rest is productive. Gentleness is powerful. And sometimes doing less allows us to feel more alive. In fact, one of the reasons I like to make the videos that I make for you like this is that it really helps me notice and appreciate all of the amazing things I have. It really helps me focus on them. I've stopped telling myself that every project must be finished quickly or that every day has to be full. Instead, I let myself enjoy the process. If all I manage is a short walk or a cup of tea or a nap, I let that be enough. And that's when the surprising shift I mentioned earlier happened. Slowing down didn't feel like giving up. It felt like coming home to myself. For the first time in years, I could hear the quiet voice inside reminding me that life is more than to-do checklists. That realization is making such a difference for me. There's a quiet kind of strength in letting go of expectations. It opens space for grace, grace to be imperfect, grace to move slowly, grace to simply be. Not every day feels easy, though. I will be 100% honest with you. This is important. Some days are heavy, and I have to remind myself, again, to rest, to breathe, to take things one step at a time. Here at Maker Farm, I see hope in everything that grows. Seeds planted in soil in the spring are now ready for harvest. Greg found the best looking carrots yesterday. I was so amazed at our first carrots. And just like that, the things we nurture quietly within ourselves eventually take root. Most of all, I feel this in the sunflower room garden right now. Sitting here, surrounded by golden morning light and the sweet sunflowers and the buzzing bees, they are all around me right now. I feel surrounded by life, by hope, by light. I planted these sunflowers earlier in the summer when my pain was at a peak, unfortunately. But I needed to grow something beautiful. It was just really important. So I did it anyways, but I took my time. I planted it later than I wanted to. I measured out a really big circle. I think it's 10 feet across. And I planted 10 different types of sunflower seeds around the outside of the circle. There are little ones at the outside and big tall ones on the inner perimeter. And they grew up so well, creating this little shady haven for me. This place has become my reminder that hope always bends toward the light. And healing feels like hope. in my body, in my mind, and in my heart. Now, it might not be visible right away, no, but with time, it does become stronger. I can feel this. Every slow walk, every gentle meal, every quiet moment in nature, they are all seeds. And together, they grow into something steady, something beautiful. And that small ritual I promised to share, now don't laugh, but in the evenings, I close my eyes and I imagine a golden light filling me, spreading gently, helping anything that needs mending. As I mentioned, I did this many years ago when I just kept having miscarriage after miscarriage, 7 in total. I wanted a baby so bad. So I tried this visualization and I successfully carried my baby Alexa to term. If you'd like to try this, get comfortable and allow your body to rest and your hands to fall loosely in your lap or at your sides. Take a slow, steady breath in and gently let it out. With each exhale, imagine your body softening as if it's been waiting for this quiet moment. Now picture yourself surrounded by a gentle golden light, the same kind of light that filters through the sunflowers at dawn. It begins just outside of you, warm, soft, inviting, like the glow of late summer. As you breathe in, imagine this golden light entering through your chest and settling in you, wherever you need it to go. Feel it spreading slowly, warmly, filling you from the inside. Each breath draws it deeper, touching every part of you that needs comfort or care. Let this light move gently through your body, across your shoulders, down your arms, through your legs, all the way to your fingertips and toes. Wherever it goes, imagine it soothing, mending, reminding your body that it knows how to heal. If your mind begins to wander, that's all right. Just come back to the light, the way it feels, the way it glows, the way it brings a quiet sense of peace. Take a moment to rest here, bathe in this golden glow. Notice how your body feels when you allow healing to be gentle, unhurried, already unfolding inside you. Now, with one more deep breath in, gather up this light and let it settle in your heart, a companion you can return to at any time. Slowly open your eyes when you're ready, carrying a little of this golden warmth into the rest of your day. I always imagine it feels really warm too, like sitting beside a fire when it's been chilly out. It's simple, quiet, and it reminds me that healing is already underway inside me. This light has become my companion, and it helps me end the day with hope, which is a big deal because by the time I get to the end of the day, I'm usually feeling not the best, I will admit, right? So I just focus on this and I always feel better. And this is what healing looks like for me right now. It's a quieter season filled with small rituals, soft moments in nature, and patience with myself. Healing isn't a destination, it's a way of being, I think. A choice to slow down, to notice, to care gently for the life we have. Wherever you are, I hope you give yourself that same permission to rest, to move at your own pace, to find beauty in the ordinary, to live a gentle life, to curl up and watch something, read something, or just nap. Because healing looks different for everyone. And that, I think, is what makes it so beautiful. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, for allowing me to share what's going on in my life. Your comments on my last video about my diagnosis have helped me so much. So much love and kindness and healing light sent my way. I am so, so grateful. So, and whenever I feel, that feeling the feeling of hope start to sink, I go and I read your comments. Every time you see a heart show up on your comment, that means I read it. So you know, see my little heart there. I try to read all of the comments too. It's taking a little bit longer because there's so many comments this last time, but I want to ask you to do it again. So I have a favor. My favor is, would you tell me in the comments what you like to do to heal? Do you like naps? Do you like to read? Do you like to just curl up on the couch and watch movies or Netflix? What do you do? Do you like to take walks like me? Do you like to be outside? Do you like to be with family, with friends? Do you like to play games? There's so many different ways of slowing down and paying attention to our bodies and resting. And I would like to know what you do, because you might have an idea or inspiration for me. And I learned so much from you. I'll be watching for your comments. Thank you so much. I hope that you have a day full of peace, beauty, and love.